That was great. That was great.
Hello, everybody. I'm Sam, if I haven't met you, Lions' brother. First off, I want to say thanks to Mom and Dad for hosting us. And thanks to John and Chris for hosting us as well. It's been really nice staying and getting to know you and getting to know Austin. Thanks everybody else for coming, for traveling all sorts of various distances. I really appreciate it. It's nice to get to know all of you. And lastly, of course, thank you, Lion Alice. We wouldn't have been here if it weren't for you. So in preparing for trying to decide what I was going to talk about, I started reflecting and obviously trying to remember stories and looking back. And I realized that Lion and I shared a lot of things that we love. Unfortunately, we didn't share a lot of talents, as has been said. Lion's a very talented musician. I unfortunately did not get that gene. I wrote down I've tried violin, trombone, and bass, none of which stuck. But Lion, you've been a great musician. And one thing that I did come to that we did both love is we both absolutely adored Calvin and Hobbes. We would have all the books, we'd read them, pore over them, sit in front of the fire, read them. And I managed to go through and find 3 different quotes that really summed up some of the knowledge that was encapsulated. So the first quote is Calvin and Hobbes are out exploring, and Calvin says, "Look, a trickle of water running through some dirt. I'd say our afternoon just got book solid." And that just really, to me, reminded me of the way we grew up. We had so much fun exploring. We had a great backyard. We had some woods. There's a mound back there that we used to call King Kong's head. And King Kong fell, and then he got covered in dirt. I mean, it's probably about that tall. Sorry, it's that tall. So we would go out there, we would explore. The sand pit. One of the things that I love playing, we used to play this game called, very creatively named, Throw the Ball on the Roof. We would take a tennis ball, we had a salt box, so it's got a long back roof, and we'd throw the ball on the roof, and it would bounce back and we'd catch it. And it was so much fun. I have so many great memories. We actually invented a baseball game involved in it too, but lots of great memories doing really fun, simple stuff like that. So that quote really encapsulated that. So I want to first off say thank you, Lion, for doing that. And thank you, Mom and Dad, for allowing us to be so bored that we invented all of these fun games and just letting us go and have fun.
Well, the music lessons weren't no work.
And since then, we've grown up and gone our separate ways, and Lion's done a lot with music. And one thing that I've always admired in Lion is that he finds his own path. And the next quote Calvin says is, "It's only work if someone makes you do it." And Lion has really found a way to make work what he wants to do. And I feel like it started when Lion decided to take a year off before college and move out to Boston, work in a seafood place, right?
Yeah.
Skipjacks. Working tables.
He was underage, and yet they put him through the training, and he got to drink wine.
This is Skipjacks outside Boston, in case anybody wants to alert the authorities. So, Lion managed to work there for half the year, save up a bunch of money, and then just go out and have an amazing road trip. And since then, I mean, Lion's been able to play music and make a living playing music and help other people make their music by making these pedals. And it's just really inspiring, and it's been neat seeing how you've been able to just take what you love and do it and make a living doing it. The last quote involves who he managed to find to share that life that he's made with. And that last quote is, at one point, Calvin is in bed, it's dark, he's kind of scared, and then he realizes that Hobbes is there with him, and then he says, "Things are never quite as scary when you've got a best friend." And so Alice is Lion's best friend. I feel like they're partners in every sense of the word. They share everything, they complement each other. I have this image, the bike trip was mentioned. I have no idea if this actually occurred, but I just have this image of them climbing hills together and like drafting, and then like I would go ahead and check, make sure he was way back there, and then Alice would come up, and then maybe she'd go ahead for a little bit. I just have this, it's just sort of a image that maybe it did happen, maybe it didn't, but I just have this image and it sort of encapsulates how I feel like their relationship. They managed to support each other, encourage each other, get up that hill. So I just want to wish you both definitely more downhills than uphills in the future. And just, I wish you fulfillment and happiness the rest of your life. So, cheers.
I believe, and then there will be many more opportunities to either embarrass yourselves or the bride and groom.
It's so complete. Has everyone had the chance to see this album?